Microsoft OneNote includes a lot of opportunities for collaboration and individualization, but they also include a lot of tools to allow students to make the most of their learning. To get started, let's create a new page, and we'll call this Tools and Annotation. You can see that I have a ribbon up here similar to Microsoft Word where I can type and I can create all kinds of information, changing the fonts, the colors, or I have add-ons like creating a list. If I want to create a list, I have bullet points or numbers. I can change the style, or I can come over to tags and make this a to-do list. Now all I need to do is select Enter and start typing my list out. You can see that today my to-do list is to create a list, make a video, and then check my work. And I can check off of my to-do list right here in my notebook. Speaking of tags, we're going to add some to our notebook here. So I highlight the information that's in my notebook and I come up to tags in the ribbon and I can make things important, or if I have a question on them, I can even remove the tags by selecting the same tag that I had previously made or choosing Remove Tags, and I can highlight information that makes it stand out to the rest of my work. When I have information on my notebook, I can highlight it, and I also get this text box that pops up that has a tags option right here. So I can select the drop-down menu and choose what I want, such as a definition, which will highlight the information. And if I have information on my page, then I can search it. That helps me weed out a lot of the notes that I've taken to find what's most important. So if I select the magnifying glass on the left-hand side, I can search a section of my notebook or just a page. And when I type a bit of information in, it will highlight any information on that page or in that section. So let's look at a notebook that I've created that has a lot of information on it. Let's choose my 21st Century Learning Design notebook. Here's a notebook that I've created on 21st Century Learning Design. So you can see there's a lot of information on my pages here, and I've organized this in a way that makes sense to me. I can add pictures to help highlight things or interactivity. I can even add in videos. And if they have links, they will all work within my OneNote notebook. But what if I wanted to find just a little bit of information in this notebook without reading through all of it? The first way I can do this is to highlight something. Same way I would in a normal paper notebook. I highlight the bit of information that I want and give it a tag. Make it important. Another way I can do this is to use my magnifying glass and search a specific word. You can see that anywhere that that word shows up now is listed below my search. When I select it, it will go through all of my material in either the section or the page and find the information I'm looking for and highlight it for me. This is an extremely useful tool. So let's go back to our original notebook and look at some other options. One of the other features that makes a digital notebook really useful is the drawing feature. I can use the Draw tab at the top, and now I'm given a list of tools such as pens and highlighters, and even my math assistant, which can help me in my learning. I select the tool and annotate on the page. But more importantly than just annotating on a page, I can add information such as a file or a picture, and I can annotate on top of that as well. So let's add a picture of some trees. I like this one. I choose the picture and choose Insert. And now I've added the picture right to my notebook. Well, if I select the picture itself and right-click, I can make this picture a background, I can save it as an individual file, or I could even crop it. If I select anywhere else on the page, now I have access to my drawing tools. Going back to the tab at the top for drawing, I can add some words, such as typing with cars, and I can lay it right on top of my photo. Additionally, if I have a bit of the information that I want to highlight, I can choose my highlighter or any of my pens, and I can make notes about the picture and leave them here for myself or in the collaboration space. Perhaps I'm working with another student. I can also use this to change the different fonts and texts and mark up the image however I need. And you might be thinking that Adding that information to a picture is not very helpful, but what if I add an essay or a PDF directly to my notebook, and now I can share this with my students? Here's my essay, and I inserted it as a printout, so students can read it, but if they go to the Draw tab, now they can also highlight and do a close read on the information I provided. So you can see that OneNote has a lot of tools that are available for your students.